In the past days, a lot has been talked about the end of the DJI Phantom series, and in this video we're gonna give you the reasons why all those people may be wrong. Now let's get things straight from the beginning and talk about actual situations. The Phantom 4 Pro was released late 2016 and the 2.0 was mid last year. Since then, without taking into account the RTK version, we've not heard much about DJI and about the Phantom series. Further, the Phantom 4 Pro has been out of stock for almost 6 months on their official website. Now, this means that the Phantoms are as dead as true Phantoms. In the past days, a lot of rumors and articles have been published about this topic, and most of them were almost confirming that the Phantom series was dead. Plus, a lot of YouTubers were pointing out that idea in order to get more attention. Now, these are the reasons why we believe all of them may be wrong. The first thing we want to talk about is the status of the Phantom 4 Pro on their website. Out of stock. Now that can mean a few things, but let's talk about them. What does out of stock mean? Well, in most cases it means it is discontinued, and it's been now for almost 6 months, which clearly points out that chances of being discontinued are really high. However, why don't they just take it off their website? Well, if you go to the electronics store of your neighborhood, specialized in photography and some tech gear, you will probably see that a Phantom 4 Pro or 2.0 is still there. This means that if they would take the Phantom 4 Pro from their website, all those units around the world would be kind of outdated. Plus, imagine the situation that you are planning to release a new drone in this targeted market, not necessarily a Phantom drone, maybe also a new drone. You'd be way more interested as a company that first the stock of the previous version is sold out, rather than having to drop prices, to be similar to the Mavic series. This would be kind of a product mess. The way it is now, with the out of stock, allows you to move your resources to a new or different product without losing money and having to drop the Phantom series to the Mavic level, as that would be definitely the end of it. The second thing, honestly, we've always been defending the Phantom over the Mavic series here, and you know that. We've said in many videos that our favorite drone is within the Phantom series, and let's keep being honest, a Mavic 2 Pro is still far from the quality overall of a Phantom 4 Pro 2.0 in this case. Now, there are many things that Phantom lovers such as ourselves would be missing if the Phantom series dies right away with no alternative drone. For example, in this channel we've talked about the 1-inch sensor issues of the Mavic 2 Pro, of its lack of stability in high wind conditions, the lack of a mechanical shutter, which by the way kills off all those people that are interested in photogrammetry, topography and other jobs. Overall, having a smaller drone such as the Mavic 2 will mean smaller gimbals, smaller cameras and all that. We've always talked about the Mavic series overlapping and killing the Phantom series, but these things we just mentioned are important. You can't just ignore them. What about all those people that are waiting and saving money for a new Phantom? Will you tell them to buy a Mavic 2 Pro? Well, they may swap DJI for another brand. This decision by DJI would not make really much sense. And this leads us to the next idea. First, that a small foldable drone has a lot of limitations. For example, that a Mavic will always be foldable. What about us that don't really care too much about foldability? Think about all the features that you can add to a Phantom that you could hardly do on a Mavic. For example, everything that the Inspire has. What about raw video, SSDs, a possible 360 camera and a retractable landing gear? More batteries, I don't know. All those ideas that have been flourishing in the past years would be just gone for now. And now let's jump to another very important idea, more on the business side. You have the best consumer drone out there, okay? Not only that you don't really have a serious competitor, but the biggest one and the one that may be killing you is your own drone. Why then a need of launching right now another drone better and innovating? Well, that would make no sense at all. And all other brands that are fighting with the Mavic series, and not even with the 2 Pro, but more of the line of the Zoom, meaning that they still have a long way to equal the DJI's game. That said, don't forget that if you kill a drone between the Mavic and the Inspire series, you're leaving a big gap. For all those people needing more than a Mavic, such as professionals or even smaller companies, spending 12K on an Inspire with a great camera could be just too much. That open gap in between has to be filled somehow. also being dangerous for DJI if they don't fill it themselves. For finishing, in the past months, we've published a few videos here talking about why drones are not really trendy anymore. And a lot of people said that drones have become part of the tools of a photographer or videographer. And it's true. In the past years, we had the explosion of travel videos and portability as top need, but once that slowly drifts out and over, people will still demand a better capable drone than the Mavic 2 for a bit more money. If you are a professional photographer, for example, and have the best cameras and gears, you will aim for a better consumer drone than the Mavic, more knowing that it already exists. I mean, that's logic. Summing up, discontinuing the Phantom series has no sense at all. We may never get another Phantom drone, but a drone that fulfills those needs and that demanding market, we're pretty sure. Maybe with another name. The market is still there, the Mavic 2 Pro does not come close to the Phantom 4 Pro 2.0, and honestly, launching a new drone with some enhanced features more focused towards the prosumers would still be a hit. If you have watched this video, please leave in the comments your thoughts. Do you think different? Let us know. If you don't agree with the things that we said, just let us know in the comments. We'll be talking about that, and we think that it is kind of hot right now. Nothing really else to say. Always remember, guys, to keep calm and talk UAV.